So guys, just the other day we finally got part of the promised Renacimento arc. And it's the part where Okabe's memories are all digitized, and apparently in the anime the time leap machine didn't work, and that's how they got the memories, instead of in the VN, where Maho took a sample of memory data from Okabe just like randomly for Amadeus. But this time it's one of the digital samples from the time leap machine, which I thought was kind of clever. But anyway, we got to see the old cast at the very beginning, Okabe's little like nightmare or whatever, where it shows him as Kyoma. I'm glad they left that bit in, just because it was great to see all the old characters, even if it was just for a little flashback thing. But to be honest, having this arc at like the very few last episodes of Zero is kind of weird, because this arc was like its own major arc in the VN. Now it's kind of like the last just few episodes, but it's connected to the Vega and Altair route, kind of. I wonder if they're gonna do, because they did first half of Vega Altair. I say half, but really it was like most of it. And then they cut off to this route, Promise Renacimento. I assume we'll get Kyoma soon afterwards, and then maybe they'll continue just the end of the Vega Altair. I don't know. It's really weird the way the anime is just kind of like combining all of the routes, well, most of the routes anyway. And every episode I'm like, I wonder what they're going to do this time, because even though I've played the VN multiple times, I still get surprised at stuff. But anyway, I was kind of struggling to make this video, because it's like, well, what do you think about this episode? I'm like, it was good. I didn't really know what else to say. It's a lot like in the VN, except some of the lines are switched around. And of course, Mayuri isn't there, because it's connected to Vega and Altair route, so she wouldn't be there. Although in the VN she was there. So it was a little weird to have some of the lines switched around. Like when Luca died, and Daru said the line that Mayuri said, he was like, oh, thank goodness Luca got to see you before he died. I felt like it had much more of an impact when it was Mayuri saying it, just because she's such a happy-go-lucky character in the series, and then for her to say, oh, thank God my friend died, seeing the person they want to see, it really kind of shocked you. It didn't feel as shocking coming from Daru, in my opinion. But I don't know, a lot of it was the same as the VN, except for, like I said, how they did the time travel. And it felt like it was kind of speeding along pretty quickly. And the episode itself felt so fast that I was like, is it over already? Come on. I want to see Kyoma. It felt like in the PV, they kind of like cheated us out. Like they just showed a picture of Kyoma really quickly in the episode when mentioning the Steins Gate World line. I thought we were going to get him this episode. It looks like it might be next episode. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to predict what they're going to do. But we are wrapping up pretty soon, so it should be any moment now. And it was nice actually getting to see the future characters besides Daru. Because in the VN, it only really showed that Daru had aged. You hadn't really seen anybody else. But this time you got to see pretty much the rest of the surviving cast. Although Ferris and Maho pretty much look the same, which is kind of weird. I expect them to look a little different, but whatever. And Ferris was still talking in her like cat speak. It felt really out of place because they were still in post World War III era. But unlike a lot of people, I did like seeing Luca taking out soldiers with the sword and gun combo. I know people are like, oh, that's ridiculous. It's like a samurai in the future is really weird. But I thought it was a nice touch because Kyoma was the one who taught him how to use the sword, or at least kind of. I don't know if he really taught him techniques, but I thought that was a nice little touch because it showed the flashback of Okabe training Luca with the sword, and it just made it seem that much more sentimental to me. But I don't really have a whole lot to say about this episode other than it was good. I enjoyed it, and I want to see more. I think I put that on the Discord. My biggest complaint is I just want to see more already. But good episode overall. Can't wait to see more. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.